Let's see, effect picture, retouch. Okay, that's weird. Now the sticker thingy's not on here. Oh, YouTube, why are you always having these issues? YouTube, why you do this? There it is. Now it says stickers. There we go. All right, guys. Let's do a poll here. Real quick, just for the fun of it. All right. All right, all right, all right. Let's get this poll going, boys and girls. That's if it'll come up. There we go. All right, let's give this another whirl, guys and gals. Appreciate you all coming. Hopefully the rest of you come back over, because I did that test one earlier, and we figured out where the polls were, so. Yippers. Yeah, I'm waiting for some callbacks on some customers, and I got a job to look at on 1:30. Hey, what's up? Welcome back, buddy. I appreciate it. Yeah, now that we know it actually worked, figured out where the poll was, well, might as well do a little live. How you doing, by the way, Mikhail? So, if you're wondering what our channel is about, it's a couple things. This channel is we do content on Second Amendment stuff like guns. We do gun shooting. We do I work on old guns. I rebuild 22 old shotguns and stuff on my own. I run a handyman business. So I post some of that stuff. I also do hiking, cave exploring, mine exploring, stuff like that. If you like that stuff, I really appreciate you coming. YouTube's just been very slow right now ever since Gemini took over the algorithms. It's Gemini is an AI system, and it ruined YouTube. Like, they even admitted it. Someone said they admitted that it ruined YouTube. They need to just remove it. I'm using my mom's phone. Okay. And so any little bit of subscriptions or subscribers, whatever you want to call it, helps a lot. So if you like outdoor stuff or shooting content, we do all that here. Looks like you're the only one in here right now. Oh, there we go. There's 3 now. We had 8 in here a little bit ago, but yeah, I used to get like 200-300 people in here at once, but unfortunately, yeah, YouTube just really throttled it back. For me, that part got throttled back about 3-4 months ago. So yeah, but yeah, we got all sorts of guns in the other room over here. Any animal sacrifices? No, I've never done that. But yeah, we got a room full of stuff in here. YouTube, there's a sign. Remember, nothing's for sale in this room. Okay, YouTube. But yeah, we got an MP5 right there. I do reloading, so I had some stuff set up for reloading. We got some old lever actions here. I have that sign backwards because that way when I have the camera facing the other way, it's right side up. Got some old shotguns. We got a whole bunch of 9mm in there and 10s and revolvers. Got a saddle there for my donkey. We got some other old guns here. Like MP5. Yep. Was I in the military? No, my dad was. I do some reloading. There's a bag full of 357 mag we did last week before. Here's some 45 Colt that we did the other day. And then we did some 44 Magnum as well. Here's some of the projectiles here. But yeah, this is that MP5 right here. And let's see here. There's a deer my grandpa got years ago. Here's some 44 Magnum we reloaded the other day. Yep, 44 mag. And what type of grain and projectiles we use in that one. And then some other 44 mag. These are some testing that I wanted to try different loads on. And then that's some 9 I reloaded. That's 100 rounds there. And then we did another almost, 200 here, but one shy, I think, of 200. I recently started doing reloading, so we got some die boxes here. We got a tumbler there. Our press here with the 45 Colt crimp on it. I need to set up this little press so I can have 2 dies run at once. But I need a bigger tabletop. This thing's too small, so the thing rocks around. I need to get it like a butcher block top. We got some old military ones right here. These are from, that's a Mauser there. That's a Mosin Nagant, and that's a 303 British. That's an SKS. Got an AK. That is a 338 Lapua sniper rifle. But yeah, we got a lot of stuff in here. And no, YouTube, we are not touching anything. We're just opening a door. Got some handguns along there. Yes, sir. Hey, what's up, Gunnerman? Yep, Lee Enfield. We actually have two Lee Enfields. That one there's a 303 British number 4 Mark 1, but we also have this 577 Schneider Lee Enfield right here from 1860. That right there. It's got a big old bore in it. It's 577 is the size. So it's bigger than a 50 cal, the bullet part. But yep, usually I put my MP5 in there, but I did a short on it yesterday. So that's why it's chilling on the table here. Love the Lapua. What's up, V-Town? Thank you. I appreciate that. I like mine a lot too. That's actually my favorite bolt action I own. Next would probably be my 270. But yeah, I actually hand loaded a few of those too for that. I don't know if I have any of the hand loads out. Like this stack of the burgers right there at Fort Summons and this Celis Ballet or whatever. Those are 338, and that one's some Hornady I got from a swap meet. What's up, Shadow? You got the like and the subscribe. Thank you, Shadow. I really appreciate it. Thank you, buddy. We're going to pin that comment. Appreciate you. Hey, is that the Black & Decker rotary tool? No, this is a Milwaukee. This is a Milwaukee rotary tool. Right there. It's the M12. I use it for cleaning off parts and shell cases and grinding on parts to make them fit. I'm working on this double barrel. I did a video of it the other day. I'm working on this antique double barrel right here. And technically it's not a firearm because it's an antique defined by the ATF, but of course YouTube still won't let me touch it on live because they believe it's real. So I need to fit those thingies into it and clean them off and make them fit into that receiver right there. That one's hard to find parts for. So as I'm going, I'm finding parts. Like the butt is from something else. The trigger's from another one. The front barrel and thing there came with the receiver. This one I need to fit that forearm to it, and then it'll be good to go. It's nice and tight. Well, I need to put the wrap back on the handle because I had a little crack. This one I repaired. I tightened up the action in the hammers. The hammers, they needed to heat up and bend back so they're up close to the fire pins. This one was missing the bunny ears. Found some that fit. This one I've never fired yet. I need to get a piece to hold that forearm on. This one needs tightened up a little bit yet. The lockup, there's a piece in there that's worn, and then the spring that's broken there. And I think the spring on that one to break the action is broken, if I recall. But we did some hand reloads for this one. Remade them ourselves. They're 25 rim fire, kind of like a 22 rim. We made them ourselves out of some other type of ammo. So, yeah. What's up, Uberk? Persons compensate for small penises. Can you verify? Not for me, buddy. Hey, Jerome, let's make some guns. Playing off the road in Lundberg room right now. Okay. Let's see. That would be lifted, jacked up trucks, Uberk. That's what they say about those. Y'all be the next Larry Porterfield of Midway, USA. Oh, there we go. Yeah, lifted up, jacked it up trucks have that issue, those owners. Ain't got any of those. So we're good. We're good. Brookside, what's up, brother? We decided to go live for a little bit. Why not? I did a test first to figure out where the poles are. I figured out where the poles are. Not right now, Creator. I might here in a little bit. We'll see. I might set up for reloading until lunchtime, and then after lunch I have a job to look at. If I would do reloading, I do some 9s, which I should put some shells in there and tumble them. Although I really should be taking out the primers first. But if I would have thought about it, I would have moved that firearm already. Because if I move it now, they're going to accuse me of touching something. And of course, we didn't touch anything. So, I did a little boo-boo on some of my 45s that I reloaded. These three I put too deep. And this one, the crimp got stuck and kind of mangled the projectile. This one here, that one as well got a little bit sideways. But these, they'll have a little more chamber pressure, but they should work okay in my 454 Casull 460 revolver. Let's see here. But for real, I'm wondering what happened to Larry Potterfield of Midway USA. He hasn't not uploaded new gunsmith videos for a long. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Need to buy some more 357 brass. So my 357 brass, which is right there, I got myself by, buying it, and then I just started reloading. I have what, maybe 80 rounds in there probably, with some the hollow point projectiles that are similar to XTP. They're this brand, Rainer Ballistics. I got a box of 1,000 for what, 90 something dollars a piece, and they're the right size and weight. You can use them for 9 mil or 380 or three. Well, maybe for 380, probably could. They're too heavy for 380, but they'd work for 9 mil, 38 special. There we go. Do I have a sniper? I do. That one right here is. That one right there is a sniper. Yes, this one right here with the sign on it. This is not for sale. It's backwards because sometimes I face the camera the other way. That is a 44 Magnum right there. It's a lever action from I think the early 80s or late 70s, somewhere around there. It's a 94 AE 44 mag. And then these are 44 mag I reloaded. 100 of them. You got rid of your 38 special brass. Okay. I keep mine because my dad shoots them. Let's see. I should have a box of them. Let's see. Oh, here's another box of 45 Colt right here. This is some light loads. And these are, I think these ones were hotter rounds. Yeah, those are hotter rounds. Or did you see my new gun project I sent you previously? Oh, the one you're making the handles on it? Yeah. Yep. I saw that. You're making like the frame, right? Where the hand grip is. It's like a little single shot pocket pistol, I think. Maybe not. I forget. But I think that is the one I saw. Well. What's up, Ammo? Waiting for jobs too, like me. I'm waiting for people to call back. And then I have a job to look at 1:30 this afternoon. So the other 3 people, or was it 2, 3 people had their voicemail boxes filled up. So can't do anything that way. Why do I have a 44 mag empty? Oh, that's because it was left in the tumbler when I was doing the 45. Anywho. And then this one's a 454 Casull. I don't have any projectiles for that. I think I could use these, but they would go too fast because they're the same size. The feet per second's too fast, so it wouldn't handle them. If I put them super light, but then 454 is a Magnum, so. Gote panel job. The Jackery system. Oh, okay. It is my mom's birthday. Can you sing happy birthday? What's up, Mech? Company is the Blue Bullets. For which? I have these hard cast semi-wads that are powder coated. Bullets are way better. They don't need to lube them. Yeah, I always lube my cases when I'm pressing them. Bullets, once in a while I'll lube. If you don't lightly expand them up, sometimes you get this problem, depending on how your thing's shaped. Sometimes you get this issue. Yeah. Or that, where it got a little bit. Actually, this one is I actually used the press before I actually put the expander on these, which was what's on here now. I forgot to switch it out when I was between loadings, between powder loads. Yeah, that was the booger we had there. Yes, that's similar to NA Rollers because can't afford North American arms. Gunner, did you see I did a short on one? It has over 7,000 views on it right now. That's the biggest, most poppin' short that I have right now. They haven't slowed it down. It snuck through the door and it's getting pushed. For cast lead, you have to live every bullet normally. Lube. Okay, see, I've never done cast yet. I have gas checks for cast. Someone said you need a special crimp for them, though, but I have a whole bunch of gas check for right here. Let's see, these are for 357 mag, and these are for 44? Yeah, these are for 44, but I haven't figured out how to use them since I don't have the cast for them. This bleep got guns in bleep. Yes, we do, but I'm not a mother, that type at least. What's up, Bank Boo? Appreciate you coming by. Potassium nitrate and sulfur and charcoal. Organ crusher, and then alcohol added, then drying it. You get normal powerful gunpowder, a really powerful gunpowder. Yeah, I would think so. If your gun don't go boom boom. Sounds a little dangerous. That would probably work in my 460 Magnum, something like that, huh? I don't know. I've never made gunpowder. I know friends who have 2 different people I know that has made it. But yeah, I could load some 9, I guess. I've got 1,000 rounds chilling in there. This is a magazine which is totally legal to touch, YouTube. There's 1,000 in there, and then we got maybe, oh, how many more? There's a box of 9 behind there that are Normas, or maybe they're in the very back there. I forget. About 800 rounds. We got maybe another 1,000 sitting right here that are 9. I probably have maybe 5,000 of 9mm now. I'm slowly adding up because I just made. There's 100 there, and another one shy of 200 right there. So we're getting there. So is that 22 mag? Yes, it is 22 mag. Yep. Yeah, that short I just did 2 days ago. It's a 22 Magnum. So it's like what those are. That's what I have in it right now. These Spear TNTs are in it right now. They're good for squirrels, but they're decent for defense too. I carried it on Saturday. It's an easy pocket gun. It's kind of cool. You ever done a desk pop? I have not, Ban. I have done a wall pop. One time I had my 45 ACP 1911, and there's one still in the chamber, and it went through the wall. Yep. Not in this house, though. It was another place I had. Yep. This is my good old MP5. We just did a short on the MP5 too, guys. So if you mind looking that one up too, that'd be great. Nice. Looks like yours is folding tight. No, it's not actually, Gunnerman. It's the Black Widow edition, so it has that big rubber handle. I know which one you're talking about, the folding one that fits in your pocket. Mine's not. Let's see. We only have one person in here, and originally it said 0 for a little bit too. YouTube, stop lying. We have more people than that in here. Don't lie. Don't lie, buddy. I've been writing down every time it messes up. Today and yesterday so far, because it's not true. They keep saying it's a certain amount and it's not, over and over and over. Nobody, Ban. Mr. Bink. We're not. Nobody. I got a cap gun. Awesome. I used to use cap guns too when I was younger. We would collect them. But what do you think about my new gun project? Does it look bad? Depends which one you posted last. See, it's only showing one person in there, and there's 4 of us in here. YouTube, please don't do this. You keep doing this to us. Let's see. Everybody's got cap guns, pretty much. I don't have one now, but I used to have them growing up. It was like a revolver-looking thing with the little paper reels that are about this big, and it'd slide the paper through, and clap or hit that thingy on it and make a boom noise or whatever. FBI, run. They're like, no, it's like this. Like, FBI! Right? The Derringer I sent you this time, does it look bad? I can't see it right now because I'm on a live. I had the cap guns with that red plastic rings. Yeah, we had friends who had that one you're talking about with like the little 6-shot and the little paper inside. Ours was the one that was the Western revolver looking thing that was like a paper reel, like a wound up paper that was red with little white dots that it would snap. Yeah, I can't see that Derringer picture you sent me, buddy, since I'm on a live right now. But yeah, I could put some shells in there. Where's my... I got a whole bin of them. Let's move this ammo here. All right. For those who are new, here's what I look like. Yeah, I got wavy hair. I got a wavy, kinky beard. And we're in Southern Arizona. And if you're new to the channel, appreciate you coming by. We do gun content, as you saw. We also do hiking, cave exploring, mine exploring. Check out the rest of our channel. Give them thumbs up, comments. Right now, YouTube is very big on comments for the algorithms. So at least say hi, say awesome, or put a thumbs up in the comments. It helps a lot with the algorithms right now. Which is dumb because there's lots of people, including myself, that do not comment on shorts because it's like, I just want to see it. It's not that I want to comment on it. Anyways, let's see who's in the chat now. What's up, Elijah? Different timing. Yes, you're right. Everything is legal, right? Yes, it is. Every single one I have in here is under my name. It's owned in my name. It's totally legal where I live. Bulletproof, what's going on, buddy? Like and subscribe. Make sure to check out Jerome's Outdoor Adventures. Yes, guys, I do have a second channel that's strictly outdoor as well. The creator just posted it. We'll pin that one. That is my second channel that is strictly outdoor, that has a lot more outdoor stuff with my dog Skittles, which, let's see, where is Skittles? Canella's laying on the floor. Here's my one dog. She's a German Shepherd. She's a good girl. Her name is Canella. She doesn't go hiking with me because she's 13 years old, so she's just too old to go on hikes. Good girl. And then Skittles, already subbed to both. Yep. Appreciate it, Shadow. And then here's Skittles. This is the one that goes on hikes with me all the time. He's a red heeler. He's about 5 or 6 maybe. Both of them I just found. This one showed up in the neighborhood. Nobody claimed him. And then the other one I found on the road. But he is an awesome doggy. He is my best bud. We go in caves. We go in mines. We go hiking. The longest hike we did was 12 and a half miles in one day with Skittles. He was an awesome dude. Hi, Skittles. 12 and a half miles round trip. Yep, that's Cinnamon, Canella, the big dog. Right? Right, Canella? Yep, she's doing better. She fell off the bed the other day and hurt her hip right here, or her shoulder. She still once in a while limps a little bit, but most of the time she's okay. Like yesterday when I came home from church, she had a little limp. Another time she did too, but she had a pricker in her foot here, so I dug it out in between her little patties. But yeah, she's, let's see, Canella's about 13 years old. I got her, I'm guessing she was 5 or 6 when I claimed her. She was wandering around the streets up in some mountain hill area. Someone, I think, just dropped her off. She's a pretty good doggy. Huh, Canella? Yeah. And I got 2 donkeys, too. They're wandering the property right now. Let's see, so cute. Thank you. Who needs a military? We got you. He was adventuring when you found him. Let's see, Skittles showed up because the dog Canella was in heat, actually. I'm thinking that's why he showed up, and then he just stayed around. And then a pit came along, since my dog Canella was in heat, and he tried to defend him off because he liked Canella, I guess. And he got all torn up, so I nursed him back to health, and he just stuck with me after that. The Skittles did. What's up, Bren? Bren Brat, what's up? Let's see, so cute. No snoring, too loud. Yeah, she was making some little noises. She does that sometimes. What's up, Bulletproof? Appreciate you coming by. Andrew, hello, buddy. Oh, you're the different Andrew. We got 2 of them in here. That came by the other day. If you have a live tonight, I'll probably show up. Elijah, I probably will, yeah. I reckon you could take on Chomp. In total, I probably have maybe 10,000 rounds, possibly. I know a guy who has a seed container full of projectiles, freedom seeds. And he probably has, he said he has 100,000 rounds of 22, I think it was. And like 80,000 of 9mm. I mean, he's got so much. He's got everything under the earth. Hey, did Wild Willies go out of business? It did, Andrew. Did you? Well, no. Take that back. Wild Willies didn't. He has stage 4 cancer. You ever been there? This is the first time I've been to Wild Willies, by the way. You've been there, I'm sure, because you used to live around here. But no, what happened is he got stage 4 cancer. And so they had medical bills, and so he was selling a lot of his personal collection. I really wanted that double barrel, but it went for $1K, so cheeseburgers. But I got ammo. I don't know if you saw my ammo haul. I got 32 Smith & Wesson long for my police positive. I got some 30-30 hollow points, which I didn't even know they made. It's a Super X Winchester from probably the 80s or 90s. And then I got some 500 Magnum dies. I need to get some projectiles now. And then I got one box of 44 mag for a real good price. Yeah, it's pretty sad. Yeah, he has stage 4 supposedly, but he's getting around fine. He looks fine. Now I've never met him before, but he's still. Someone said, well, even though he's got cancer, he's still smoking and drinking. I guess he figured he's done for, so he just keep doing it. I don't know. Sam, I know a guy with a 30-foot sea container that's half reloaded, shed, ammo storage, or all kinds of cool lamb on there. Yeah, I built a set of stairs for him, and he's like, My wife will kill me if she knew I was showing you the ammo. I'm like, okay, whatever. But yeah, his sea container is plumb full of every cartridge that you'd want in Apocalypse. Like some 30-30, obviously 9, 7.62 by 39, like 308 and 7.62 by 51s. He's got a lot of lever action guns, and so he's got all the ammos for those. Yeah, Andrew, I've never been to that shop before. A friend of mine said, "Hey, they're having a gun auction in Sunsites. Do you want to come along?" I'm like, "Sure, why not?" Then afterwards, the community center had the nickel sales, so I got a whole bunch of stuff at the nickel sales. What's up, Ashy? Ashy Sundead. Let's see. I believe you've been in here before, or maybe you're a different one that had an Ashy on the front. I hate country music. Yeah, most of it I don't like either, especially the modern day. Some of the old stuff wasn't too bad because it was more like a bluegrass twang. I did so that I'm bummed that he had it. Wanted to go there before last time before I left. This sucks. Oh yeah, you were over in Tucson. That laptop worked. Didn't watch the live. I never turned it on. Let me. Hey guys, why don't we turn it on now? I'm the same dude. I just changed my profile. Okay, that's what I was wondering. All right, let's see if this laptop works, guys. So I got this laptop with like a raffle-like ticket somewhat for $5. It's a little dusty because I had it sitting. But let's see if it works. It's in pretty good shape. It's made in 2014, so it still has the what do you call it? The DVD player on it. Let's see. It has the bigger stuff in it that a lot of them don't have anymore. But it also has the DVD player still in it. Yeah, I got it for $5. It's worth about 200 probably. All right, let's plug it in. The light comes on for the battery. It might be that maybe the battery's bad on it. I don't know. Let's see if it'll turn on. Power button's here. Oh, and it's got the Core i5, which is better than the 3. All right, it's powering up. You have a laptop too. Awesome. That's beautifully nuts, I guess. You can burn a movie into a CD with that. This one is a burner. It's a rewriter, at least. It shows right there, multi-recorder. This is the first time I actually powered it up. Let's see. She said there's two of them. She said something about the one that has the name of a person's name is where I put the password in. Excuse me. Which I'll obviously change this, but I don't know why it says HP. All right, look at the password. Animal Cracker 891 from Australia can't even get a gel blaster. Really? That's sad. I'm the only one. Well, I'd actually, depending where you're at, actually I do know some people who have firearms over their bank. I have these things they've called spread rounds. That's what I used to call my ex, a spreader. Oh, I did hear about those spreader rounds. It was in a. I didn't think it was true, but maybe it is true. What's his name? Fluffy, the one in Cali that does. He's a stand-up comedian. He was talking about the spreader rounds. When he was trying to buy a firearm in his joke. 891. Let's see if that works. See if we got anything. Your PC is offline. Please sign in with the last password used on this PC. That is the last password. That's what I was afraid, that it wasn't going to work. And they're like, oh no, this is the right one. I said, are you sure? They, yeah, it's the right one. Why is it not working then? I mean, I'm guessing the 891 goes it. 891. Well, now it's trying to do something. Hey, what's up, Wild Huckleberry? You're in Cookeville, Tennessee. Awesome. I am in, well, yeah, maybe it's supposed to have HP Acer. I don't know. Well, there it goes. I'm in Southern Arizona. What we need to do with this is Windows 8 because it's made in 2014 of March, I think it was. Hey, we got it to work. Let's see. I'm guessing it's probably worth like 200 bucks maybe. But you'd think if they had anything personal on here, they would have closed it down. Let's see if there's a spot where like photos are or something. Let's collapse this. Let's see if we got anything on here. No, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. Let's see. Acer apps. Where's photos? Just click on news. No. Let's see if there's anything on this. My own computer's like 20 times better than this because it's newer. And it's probably not touchscreen. Mine is. Let's see. I need to get to, well, there we go. Desktop. New editing laptop. No, I got this for $5 through a raffle somewhat. And so I need to sell it. See if there's anything on it. It's supposed to be a 1 terabyte memory, which it does say 859 of 914. Yeah, just the rest of it's the program. That's interesting. This has 1 terabyte, which even my high-end laptop has that, which I need to, but that's a solid state. Let's see if there's anything in here. That means it doesn't have much on it if it's that low, and it does have a DVD rewriter on it. Music, documents, videos, pictures. There we go. Let's see if anything's on here. They might have cleared it off then, because it didn't show anything in there. What about downloads? Documents, videos. Nothing in videos. Downloads. Nothing. Yeah, they pretty much cleared it for the most part. Like a factory reset somewhat. Although it still has a password. I'll have to go drive somewhere. Have a good one. Okay, thank you, creator, for coming by. I appreciate it. Yeah, I got this at that penny auction, or nickel auction, sorry, that I was at the other evening. There's probably something saying about internet. Ace Portal. I don't need to know about that. Bye-bye. Acer. I have Asus, my other two. But yeah, right here it says it has 1 gigabyte of HDD. It's got 6 gigs of memory, which is good for, home stuff. It's got the Core i5, which is better, with Turbo Boost. Ooh. And yeah, it's got the multi-disc read. Numerical pad, because it's slightly bigger. A lot of the smaller ones don't have the numerical pad. Precision touchpad. Oh, because that would be for this. It's got a little bit of wear right there in the center. It could just be its oils from the skin. But these don't even look worn at all, the actual, keyboard. Long battery life. I guess we'll find out. The time's wrong. It's 1/13/2023, and it's at 2:50 a.m. That's a little off. What's up, Ghost? I have to go. Okay, that one I remember. Good marketing. I guess. They didn't peel the sticker off, so that's cool. Let's see. Where do I reset? Factory reset. Where do I do that at? Factory reset. It's trying. Should be a salesman. Essentially, you got some good stuff, so not closing his place or going too soon. Andrew, this stuff was actually not from the auction. This was from the community center there in Sunsites. But yes, the firearms, I got what they were selling. I got 32 Smith & Wesson long for my police positive. These are jacketed soft hollow points. I got that stack for 50 bucks. I got this 500 Magnum reloading. It said 20, but they gave it to me for 10. I got this box of TGSP rounds, whatever those are. They're kind of like a jacketed soft point in a way. 30 cheeseburgers. And these two hollow point 30-30, which I've never even seen. 45. Originally it said 40, but I think I got them for 45 for 20 or for 40 rounds. So those were a little over $1 a round. These were less than $1 a round, and obviously these are way less than $1 a round. I got 250 rounds for 50 cheeseburgers. And hey, look, there's some money. Wow, let's go take that. Let's go get some coffee. No, we had coffee this morning already. Yeah, and I got a whole bag full of coins, guys. I need to take these in sometimes. Here's a whole bunch of nickels that need wrapped up. There's some dimes right here that I wrapped up some of them already. Here's a whole bunch of pennies. There's the penny shortage, guys. I got them all. Yep. I don't even know what that is, Malik. It didn't come through. It's not working. The factory reset's just sitting there still. A little squirrel. There we go. Check for silver and rare coins. Yeah, we've done that before. Yeah, we did that already. Hey, don't spam the chat, buddy. I do like the thanks one. That one's nice. The other one's kind of weird. Let's see here. Mighty multiplier that. If there were silver ones, but I've gone through the dimes already, I believe, before, and well, actually, I know I've gone through a lot of the other stuff. The pennies I know I did because I like saving the copper ones. But why are we not finding factory reset? I'm searching under this PC and it's just sitting there. I don't know where like the actual normal. It'd probably be underneath this. One of these, maybe? No, that's where programs are. Where would factory resets be? I'll just do reset. See if it does anything. Stun? Yeah, that's not coming through, whatever that is. Anyways, yeah, I got 6 tickets for $5, and then my number was called for this one, so. You know, Makil, one of my monitors, if they would see you putting that much in the chat, they might end up putting you in timeout. I think my moderator, only one of them was in here and he disappeared. Or Elijah was in here. I think he's gone too, yeah. They would say that you're spamming the chat and put you in timeout. So you might not want to do that right now. Windows resetting events. Microsoft window resetting. I do not know, mate. I can't find it. Where is reset? It's got to be around here somewhere. It should be in this PC or in Acer, Pictures, OneDrive. I don't know where it is in here. I might have to do a little research and figure out where it's at for resetting that. Keep getting them straight. Yeah. I had this down here because there was some eatings on there for the doggies. Ugh. Nobody likes pink, huh? I guess there was no girls in the chat right now yet. I honestly don't mind pink, but not on me, obviously. It's got to be on a girl. It's got to be on a girl. Let's see here. I could do some reloading eventually, I guess, huh? Sometime we could do some reloading. 45. I'm not really set up right now for, let's see, is that the right? Yeah, that's the right powder for the 9. I could. I just don't have any cases in there to clean. My green type guy. What's up, 12th? Came over. Pink is the manliest color. Only real men wear pink. I don't even know what that says, buddy. It's some weird black. It's like you're redacting something. That's what it looks like, but it's in white instead of black. All right, let's put some shells in here to clean, guys. That about, usually do about 200 at once. That's close to 200. There we go. Let's put the lid on it. Oh, put a lid on it. There's the lid. Let's see. Where's the little washer and the wing nut? Yo, a wing nut. Yo, a wing nut. Where's the wing nut? Usually I have it sitting around here. Oh, guys, this is the real one. Watch out. That one will get you. That one will get you. That's the real one, guys. What's up, Josh? Blue's your favorite. Awesome. How you doing, by the way? Appreciate you coming by. We are trying to find the wing nut and washer to hold the top of that bin mixer. Usually I have it sitting next to it. I had the lid over there and I had the bin right here. In the bin. I'm not sure what I did with it. YouTube, these are dies. They're nothing to do with firearms as in like an actual part of a firearm. None of that's here. They're for reloading, buddy. Where is that? We did some 40 for mag the other day. That's here. That is as well. And we did some 45 Colt here. That's 100 of them. I thought we did 200 in total. Where's the other 100? I don't know. We did 200 of them, I thought. Oh, right here. Duh. These are the medium loads, and these are some hotters. Then there's some 357 mag we did. And we did some 38 special too, which is in that white box right there. And then 3 plus P 38 specials. That's all I had for the cases that said plus P on them. But where's the lid for this bigger? Not the lid, the washer and wing nut. Is it sitting on here? Where didst thou go? Buggers. There's my MP5 chilling on the chair. Wonder why they banned transporting firearms. What's up, Matthias? Been a little bit. Transporting and touching because someone offed themselves on a live. That's why. They took themselves on a live. Unfortunately, they unalived themselves on a live. There's some powders, but where is that? Where did it go? I do not know. That's strange. Huh. Well, let me set you guys up right here for a little bit while I look around for that. Yeah, you didn't know that? Yeah, that's what happened. Sheesh, an MP5. Hey, yeah, I just did a short on that one, guys. Why a person would buy an MP5. Check it out. I just did a short on that last night. Why a person would buy an MP5. Hey, George. Nothing really. I did a short for about 5 minutes testing to figure out where they put the new poles, and I found it, so then I restarted it. I'm looking for some of my reloading stuff here. Well, I was hoping it's a washer and what else? It's a washer and a wing nut for the cap on that cleaner. I mean, I guess I could run without the top connected, but it's going to make a lot of racket. Or just run it without the top. It'll just make a little bit of dust, though. I could de-primer some stuff, I guess. I got a whole bunch of 9s, probably like 2,000 rounds that need de-primed in here. And then cleaned. De-prime. Hey, there's a 22 sitting in there. Right there. That belongs in a different spot. There's a different type right there. What's that one? It's a Luger Spear. Oh, that was from one of my guys I met at the range. He gave it to me. He was saying where I can get them for a decent price for a Spear. Here's another 22. There's no... Oh, that's a 22 Magnum. A 22 Magnum. These ones right here out of the MP5, they give a different look on the case. They get these little lines when it gets kablooied. Yeah, we got about 2K rounds in there that need tumbled and cleaned. You know, someone might be like, "Sir, that one is no good." Actually, you can. You just resize it. Let's see here. Do you use tumblers? Well, I got that one right there for the brass, and I use where's the? I've got a canister with the compound. Oh, it's right there. It's walnut hulls right there underneath those die sets. And they pop off. I have someone, and you do need the wing nut. Yeah, if you want to, I'm just trying to figure out where it is. The wing nut and washer. The washer? Oh, I need to fill these up. Well, I can put some 44 mag in that one because it's empty. These are empty. They're 9mm. They're just the... I need to fill those up with some 9 when I get more made. But where is that wing nut? Is it underneath this, I wonder? This case? Oh, I don't know. That's my gimbal, by the way, and stand I use. The gimbal I got maybe a month ago. It was working pretty good until the other day it quit. I guess because I did a light drop on it and this cover popped off a little bit and I just clicked it back and it was fine. But where's that wing nut? I ain't no wing nut. Dude, where is that? being like my nephew saying, dude. Dude this, dude that. Dude Perfect. Oh, there we go. Shout out to Dude Perfect. Why don't you support me, guys? I know a lot of you guys like pew-pews over there. Let's see, is it underneath this? No. Because I had that sitting here, and that's where I would have opened it, and I stuck the lid over there. Buggers. Is that underneath some of this stuff from... No, a wing nut wouldn't fit under there. Is that underneath this? No, we're not touching firearms, YouTube. We're just touching gloves and screwdrivers. So don't be saying stuff we aren't doing, because we ain't doing it. Ah, bubbers. I did move some of this stuff. Oh, here's a bag of... Oh, that's 7.62 by 39 and 223. That's a bag of dies for 44 special and 44 mag. I can sell those because I have this one here of Hornady's. That's another one of the ones I can sell, if that's what they are. Because I have some more I can sell too that I have tucked in that corner over there. And somebody on the chat wanted this this one right here, the 375 Win. Somebody wanted that. What's your cheapest gun that can still shoot? It's in the safe, actually. I think. Oh, no, it's right here. This shotgun right here that's a pump action. I got that at a yard sale for 100 cheeseburgers. Possible trigger warning, but controversial, I guess. CBD oil is the miracle pill for body anxiety. State says, oh, wow. Mickle's writing weird stuff again. I don't want to do something sneaky behind his back thing like cheating. I could pull that no matter how much I wanted to. Seemed to be a good solution. A lollipop. A lolly. Gail loves begging for attention. C12 is interesting. Good day. What's up, big blue tick? 12 says, do you have any Kalashnikovs? I do, right here. That AK-47 right there is a Kalashnikov, but it's a USA model, which I guess Kalashnikov USA is not around anymore either. You seen that one guy that you watch? He owns BB guns and has Cricket 22s for his kids. I forget his name. Oh, yeah, that's Cody, right? The Arms Room 24. He's got some crickets for his children, yeah. I wish I knew where that was so I could run that thingy, but I'm tired of feeling this way, and I'm tired of wondering my places in life, because obviously I'm not enough for him. Bleep. Okay. I think July is plenty of time. Interesting. What's up, White? Jesus Christ loves you. You died for the cross to pay your price. Amen. And he rose the third day. Awesome. White Rice. Keep spreading that good news. I'm a believer myself. I appreciate it. Many lives we talk about Christ. We talk about God. We do talk about politics sometimes too. Depends. But we talk about guns, hiking, outdoor stuff. And yes, we talk about God too. So got that 357 set for me. Yes, right here. Right here, I think it is. Let me bring that up for you. I'll switch it here. We got these ones right here. 38 357. These are some lead eyes. Or no, that says 9 mil. What? What in the world? And that's just 45 Colt. What? No, what? Sorry, that's not it. I've got it somewhere around here. Here it is. No, this is the one I was keeping for myself. One of these have it in here. Let me put you up here real quick. Oops, something happened there. I'm spamming the like button. Not much. Let's see here. I shoot you an Instagram DM. Oh, perfect, Andrew. Yeah. I've got them in here somewhere. Let's see, those are 9s, and I use those ones. These are 9s as well. I use those. Those are 357. Where are they at? It's a bag full of them. Let's see, these are 45 Colt. Which, this is a 45 Colt, too. That one's a Carbo as well, which I already have a Carbo. But this Carbo has the rod in it. And this one's a 9. Okay, so that's not the right ones in this box. I have one for you. I'm just trying to remember where it is. I remember going through it. Let's see, this 45 Colt, since we're not loading any more of that, we can stick that in here. But somewhere around here I've got it, because I remember we were talking about it and I found some. Because these are the ones I wanted to keep for myself, the 357 Magnums. They're not Dillon brand. They're Lyman's. But I've got them somewhere in here. They might be right here. Let's see. Those are 44 special, 44 mag. Those are some 12 gauge that are hand loaded for my old ones. Let's see. That's the 1115 by 58R Spanish. This is 308 Winchester. That's 30-30. At least it's supposed to be. I didn't actually check it. It looks like it would be. They're pretty long. Is that 30-30? Yep, that's in pretty good shape. Catalog from 1987, so it's an old die set. It says it has the shell holder in there, but I don't see it. So it does not have it in there, even though it says it does. On here it says it does. Shell holder number 6. Oh, it's saying that's what you'd use for it. And then I've got, this is a 1, that's a 9mm in there, just one though. And then this one is just extra parts for stuff. I know I've got it in here for you somewhere, bro. Just not sure where it went. I know I was sorting through the dies again. Oops, I think it's missing a pin, so it tipped off. Uh-oh. The die shapes the shell. Yes, the one will reshape the shell and punch out the primer. Like the main one, like this one right here, has this little, I don't know if you can see it, but it has a little pin right there that punches out the primer, and then it reshapes it. The other one pushes the shell in, the other one crimps it off. Sometimes there's like a third one that like can do some other stuff, like expand it if you need it more. But somewhere I got those 357 Magnum. I gotta sort through this stuff because I recently rearranged some stuff. Oh, and I bought a 9mm crimp, and here I ended up finding one. So I don't actually need this after all, because I think this one's a crimp, a 9mm crimp. Does it say? Just says the number. I'll have to look up the number. It looks like a crimp. I'm not sure. And then this one says 45 Colt. Cabro, which I have a Cabro too in another one, but I'll find it for you, bro. That way I can set it aside. I set it aside before, but then I went sifting through it. Let's see. This one is seat for 357 mag. And okay, so that one missing the rod in the top though. This one is another one, I think. It was in the same box for the 357 mag. I don't know what this one is. It's just some empty, full, I don't know what. But I'm sure, I know I had more than just those two. Just not sure what I did with it. Let's see. I just caught this one the other day. It's 10 mil or 40. This one is 30-06, which we had over there too. That's why we're selling one of the die set. This one is, what is this one? I think this is my 338 Lapua. Looks like it. Yeah, it's the 338 Lapua, which belongs in one of these bins. I don't think it belongs in this bin. I don't think I have it up here. Somewhere I have it, bro. I don't remember where it is. I'll have to sort through them again. Anyways, when you find it, Rush. Yeah. Have you seen the arms room? Yes, but not in a long time, Matthias. I don't know if he just kind of gave up on it because YouTube's just been so mean to us gun tubers right now. The shorts have picked up, but lives are disgusting, which helps with big channels, obviously. And what else? they've been giving us strikes and stuff and whatnot for no reason, and we plead our case, and they're like, they don't care. We've got the proof. They even told me, "Oh, we know you have the proof. You did nothing, but you still did it." Stuff like that. It's just like, no. But yeah, this one's my personal set that I'm using. This 357-38. But I know I've got more than just those two. I found another set of them somewhere else. I think it might have been this one, but this is not 357. Because this actually is 45 and 9. Which that 9 looks pretty nice. I'm thinking this is a crimp. Possibly. Because it doesn't have any insert or any threads in there, so who knows what it is. It could be a self-feeding. Like if you have the feeder and you tie it into here, it'll feed it in. And YouTube, these are not firearm parts. Nothing to do with the firearm. In manufacturing a firearm or a firearm itself. They are dies. User will rise again. What's up, Stewie? JT says you and I need to talk about some horse trading desert for some 50 AE. I don't have any 50 AE. Unfortunately. I did just get 500 Magnum dice, which I could bring those in here. Oh, someone did select pink. It might have been that girl that was in here. Probably. We just got some 500 Magnum dice for $10. Can't beat that. It was going to be 20, and I figured, well, 20 is cheap too, but right here. Now I got to get some projectiles. JT, I do have Instagram, and I do have Messenger. I have Discord. What else do I got? Anyways, we just got those for $10 at the gun auction I was at. I didn't get any firearms. Most of the things were way too expensive or went higher than I wanted to pay. I guess that means the same thing, right? Let's see here. But yeah, we'll find those 357 Magnums for you. Set those dies. I'm pretty sure there was more than just those two. Pretty sure. I need to organize it in here again. Like this shelf here, what happens is I end up grabbing stuff and showing you it, and then I stick it over here. That forward grip, that ammo there, some mailing stuff I need to trash. This is some reloading stuff here for shotguns for a 24 gauge that I'm going to use for my 5.77 brass. Anywho. Oh, here's some more brass up here. What's this? Oh, this is that 300 Savage. I need to get a die for that too. That ammo is hard to find. Very hard. Let's see, I'm Stone Age. I don't do socials. Oh, well, I have an email. That's still Stone Age. Check on my channel. There's an email, buddy. It's desertarmoryandmore@gmail.com. It's on my link, on my the bio, or whatever you want to call it, of my channel, in the description of the channel, on the channel homepage details. That's old enough, right? Email's been around a long time. Been trying to find a set, and 307 are not so expensive. Well, you can get a Lee set like this here on Amazon of a Lee, a 3-piece. This is a 3, even though it could have 4 because it has a 4th spot. But originally came only 3 because you can see it. You can get Lee die sets, a 3-piece, which is the case and deprimer. And then it's usually the setter and the crimp for about $40. Sometimes you can get them lightly used for... I got this... let's see, where is it? I got this one right here, the 40 Smith & Wesson on Amazon, lightly used for like $28. So you could give that a whirl. Let's see here. I think these are all 9s. These are Dillon 9s, I believe. That's the expander. This one, the thing is, this one was missing one of them. So they used a 9mm. It can do 9 or 9x21, which I don't even know what a 9x21 is. That's the expander, or the deprimer and case thingy. This one should be a setter. Yes, it's ST. It's a setter. But then I got these 9mm in here that are RCSB. But I use some of these for that, because the seat one works okay in that. but it doesn't have a crimp. Here's the crimp right here. That set doesn't have a crimp. These are RCSBs, I think. Yeah, RCBS. And these are Redding. These two are Redding, which are supposed to be better. I don't know. And that one's a Hornady. A Hornady. Let's see here. True. Yep. Player, that pillow is not kind, boy, and lock him on a person looking for a relationship. I spammed. Yeah, you are spamming. We know that. We know all about it. Technically, 9mm would work for 357 mag because the same size case and same price projectile. But it wouldn't work for sizing or depriming, but it would work for crimping and for expanding. But most of my 9 I probably want to keep. But yeah, I think it's those two there that we're going to give. Man, I know there's more than just those two. Like this crimp would work for it. This brand new crimp I just got. I didn't realize I had one, and sure enough, now I do. So, I mean, this would work for a 357 mag. The crimping on that. And this 9, I think that's the setter. That would work too. But you can't adjust that one, though. Unless, well, up and down, I guess you could in here. Just up and down. The thing is, this does not look like a Lee setter. Unless that's the old style Lee. I think it is. Anywho. Your friends added 2 new stories on Facebook. Oh, okay. Wheel. I wish I knew where that wing nut was. Sometimes I set it up here so I don't lose it. Yeah, these 3 shells here are 38 Special plus P, so a little bit hotter. A little bit hotter. Mason, what's up? What kind of press do I use? This one is a rock crusher, something they call them. RCBS, and then I've got that smaller one down there I need to hook up so I can have like the bullet setter on that and like the D-primer on this, and then once we're done with those two, switch the crimper to this. But I got this press and that one lightly used on eBay for like right around 200 versus this new is like 250 for this one, this big boy. I don't know what that one is. So I got them for a good deal. And then I got a lot of dies on eBay or Marketplace. It's a way to get them. Marketplace. Anywho. Yeah, we'll have to search around for that wing nut some more. I'm afraid we're going to lose parts of it. The wing nut for my scrambler here got lost. It's probably going to pop off if I turn it on with this thingy. Let's see here. Let's see. Do I have it sitting over here where I usually have it chilling with the door shut? Ooh, it almost tipped over. Almost had all the walnut hulls tip over. Let's see. It's probably going to make a lot of noise. Yeah, it makes a lot of noise with the lid on. What about with it off? I mean, it works. It works, just a little bit of dust comes out. But we'll just shut the door like we usually do. There we go. Let that do its job. Alright, we'll shut the door. Let's see here. I have my dad's old Lyman single stage press. It works. When he passed away, I inherited it. What bothers me having it in the house. I keep thinking it's my dad's, but it's what it's doing. Dad's. Oh, got you. Yep. Oh, sit back down on the couch. Maybe we're the only. I would say multiple. Who's the Lord of Element? I've just been leaving them in here because they haven't been too bad, as well as they're helping with the watch hours. This is McKill, this suit. Helping with the watch hours. Anyways, it's a little more noisy with that lid off because I can hear it a little more loud in here. It'll put Skittles to sleep. He's resting in there on the blanket. Anyways, we'll see if that battery holds charge on that laptop. It's plugged in right now. I should shut it off so it's not. Well, it went to sleep, I guess. The screen's black. That laptop I had on earlier. It's just chilling over there on the countertop. Anywho. Yeah, we figure you're spamming. You don't have to tell us every time you do it. I'm spammed. I'm spamming. Like I said, the interaction, it's okay. It's just weird, as in the what you're writing. It helps with YouTube algorithms when people are active. So let's see here. Shadow says, I pursued my enemies and overtook them. I did not turn back till they were destroyed. Oh, that sounds like it'd be either in Psalms or Isaiah. There's another one that says something about till I make thine enemies thy footstool, which is in the New Testament, but that person was quoting the Old Testament from Psalms, I think. But yeah, that is probably that's not King James. I know that. That's something else. If you can't find that wing nut, you can go to the hardware store and get one. Yeah, it also had a big fender washer like that big on it with a hole. It's in there somewhere. I know it is. I just what that would have been Friday when I was doing the 45 Colt when I took the lid off. I thought maybe it was back there in that bathroom where I usually put it. That way it's tumbling and not noisy while I'm prepping over there or doing something else right before the live. I'll have that going for like 40 minutes usually. Oh yeah, I know it's in the Bible. It's either in Psalms or Isaiah, that reference. It's a little foggy because it's a different translation. I'm used to the old King James version, which has like these and thous in it and stuff. Let's see. Yeah, guys, these boxes of stuff down here is what I got at that nickel auction. Each box cost me a nickel. Mason says, I'm looking to reloading. What should I get that will reload anything from 10 gauge to 380? Shotgun reloaders are totally different. You have to get a separate reloader for shotguns. They're their own type of reloader. So that you saw my biggest green one in there, right, Mason? That one does up to 338 Lapua, and also would do 300 Weatherby. It does not do shotguns. It might be able to do 410, but I kind of doubt it. Maybe. It's just not made for it. It's not the type of press it's not a shotgun press. Now you can do 10 gauge by hand if you have the right little Lee hand press. I have for 12 gauge of those for the brass shells because I reload my 12s and 10s by hand for my brass shells with Pyrodex, which I need to clean that shotgun. So you'd need two. Yes, you need a separate one for shotguns. It uses a totally different press. It's built differently. It's got different way of holding shells. So you pretty much can get one for your rifles and pistols, a big one like I have where you can change the cullets out, where you have like the bigger hole and the smaller hole. You can take out the little insert. Here, I'll show you real quick. So if you get the rock crusher like this, you have where you can take out this big insert and use the huge dies that are for like 338 Lapua crimp, or for the dies for that 577 Schneider. They're like this big around. They're huge to fit in here. And if you put it in, well, then you can run the normal ones, which are this size. But if you want something that's just for like 223, 556 and smaller, probably even some small, slightly bigger rifle rounds, you can get this one. I had this outside, so there's a little bit of surface rust on it, but I don't know what this one's called, but it only has the single thread where you can't like take out the insert. But this does work for a lot of stuff. I've used this for, I think I even did use this on the 338 Lapua because it does fit between. It's just, you can't use the crimp on this. So I had to switch to this, and I just do it on this all the time because the crimp has the huge threads. But I got both of those for like right around 200 lightly used. Let's see. What's up, Ardesh? How you doing? Because 10 gauge is getting expensive and I might as well reload anything if I'm going to reload it. So 10, I have not reloaded other than my um these thingies, these brass ones. They're a little bit long. I loaded them so I could shoot them in that right there, but I need to get the pin for it, the firing pin. But I have shot them in my modern one just to try them out with that one right there. That's the Beretta Silverhawk from 1960. And eventually I'll fire them in that 10 gauge right there. That's from the late 1800s. Hey man, hope you are doing great. Have a great, wonderful. Thank you, Adarsh. But I do have some Grand Slams, turkey, and then I have one of some double out buck turkey. I need to find some slugs of this yet. That way I can do some experiments. Sorry, it was acting up there. It does that sometimes when I go to switch the screens back and forth. It'll shut itself off. But yeah, I want to do some projectile experiments like I did with the lever actions. I want to do that with shotguns, like different rounds. Try the that thing's doing good. Do like some ballistics testing on water bottles. It had a lag because I went to switch the camera from the the back camera to the front, and it'll sometimes crash the app out of live, and then you got to restart it, and it'll say, "Do you want to zoom?" Yes, I do. Okay. Anyways. Yep. Let's see here. I'm LVD. What's that mean, Mech? Mechil Pursuit. We got those spinning in the cleaner, so we can't do that yet. Bum, 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 bum. 9 millimeters. I wish I had 500 projectiles. I need to look that up. It's like 400 a case right now. Oh, really? For a case of 10 gauge? How many rounds would that be then? Because I know I can get 10 gauge turkey load at my local gun and pawn, and it's like $28 for a box full, whatever's in a box of 10. I forget how many's in there. Let me check. I don't think it's 25 because that's what like 12 gauge has in their box. I think it's 15 or 10. I forget. 10 gauge number 5 shot, but what's in those? Because I get these. Let me switch this. That was the original price. The other store sold them for $32.85 for a box, but I get them for 20 something at the other place. I forget how many's in here. I think it's 10. No, it's more than that. Whatever they are, I think there's more than 10 in here. I forget. Federal's like the only one who makes them in stock still. Anywho. Oh, it's 10 right there. Yeah, 10 turkey loads. So they're like, I get them for like $2.80 a round. Let's see here. A case of shells is 10 boxes of 25, just like 12. Oh, well, what brand are those? Because my boxes only fit 10 in them. How much is that a piece then? 25 times 10. That would give you how many loads? That's 250 rounds for $400. That's still... Isn't that still $250 a round? I think I get mine for $280. Yeah, mine are Federal too. Federal's, I think, is the only one who mass produces 10 gauge still. Other brands used to, but 10 gauge is just, people don't want to shoot 10 gauge because they're wussies. They're like, oh, my shoulder. And to me, like 12 gauge does almost exactly what a 10 does, in my opinion. Oh, only 160. Well, that ain't bad at all. Like you're pushing like, are those the same? Like what load are those? Because those are number 5 turkey rounds. To me, that's not bad. I mean, I have to pay 20 something dollars for a box of 10. So that's like $2.50 a round. 160, that ain't bad in my opinion for 10 gauge. Of course, I can reload them too if I use the brass ones. I don't have a reloader for the, I should get one. A reloader for the 10 gauges. Man, I'm getting bored. Well, you could find someone else's channel if you wanted. US, when you go through almost 1,000 per year, they're two shot. Oh, number 2. Wow. Mine are number 5. Goose and Big Bird loads. Yeah, see, that is one thing that 10 would be really good for, is like turkeys and goose. Yeah. You don't know what to do. There's probably other lives below mine that you could check out. We might have goose up north and maybe a few ducks, but we got turkeys around here definitely. We got turkeys around here. Not in this area. It's up by the mountains by me, a couple miles up the way. And then other mountainous areas has them, but I guess tonight I can do a reloading video of the 9s. But I can't do as much detail when you're reloading because they don't like that. So I have to do like my body in it, like a side view, and barely part of the press. And then I have usually Rumble and Twitch running on the other side, watching the detail. Which is the Rumble, people still can't find me. I messaged Rumble. They said, oh, we'll get back to you in a few days. No response. The Yuma ducks. Oh, they got those over there, huh? Is that where they're at? Is that where they're all hanging at? I saw someone named Ice Cream Man. Actually, I think I've seen that one before. It rings a little bell upstairs. Hey, twin. Everyone. I'm at work, but tuning in. I am waiting for customers to respond back, 3 of them. And then one of them, I'm looking at the job this afternoon. About 1 o'clock, 1:30. It's a rental repairs again. Actually, all 3 of the jobs are. The other one, I gave him a quote for electrical. And then I need to give him a quote on some roofing job. I think I got to go. My mom's up. Okay, see ya. Thanks, twin, for coming by. I forget. What do you do for work? I don't remember. I'm a handyman, which is my business name is right here. Of course, it's reversed, but J. Grunwald Repair. And he says, yeah, I lived there for 1.5 years, Matree Lake. And then you have family in Tucson that you were just visiting, right? Your uncle passed away, was it? Or he was really sick or something? I can't remember, and you came to visit. Twin says, I never said, and I ain't telling. And if I do, I gotta off you. Is it that type of job? They tell you I gotta off you, bro. Well, then don't tell me, because I want to breathe again. What's up, work in progress? How you doing, brother? We have some 9mm in the tumbler brass. Twin says, no, sir. No, sir, you don't want to off me? Thank you. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that sentiment. I got some 9mm brass in the tumbler right now. Love 10 gauge. Me too. I have 4 of them. I have a single shot 10 gauge New England Firearms made by H&R. And then I have a old 10 gauge that I'm working on still. That's from late 1800s. Then I have the Beretta Silverhawk 10 gauge from 1960. And then I have the lever action 1901, made in 1901. It looks like the 1887. That one, the firing pins broke, unfortunately. Do you see what I said earlier? Making enough money legally to support my habits and family. Hey, what's up, Chris? Did you see what I said earlier? Mason, which one? About the 10 gauge that you love? About the goose and the birds and where you get you get a case of let's see, where is that? You get a case of shells. Mason, I would really like to know where you get those 10 gauges. I would buy those. At that price, I'd get some. And my family from Tucson, I will be visiting them around the week of the 21st of this month. Andrew, oh yeah, you and I were talking about that maybe we could hook up. You messaged me, right, on Instagram or Facebook or something on Messenger? Because that way we can meet up and I can get you those dies once I find them. And then maybe we can do some shooting or cave exploring or mines. I don't know if you like that stuff too. I would love to meet up with you. I have not met up with any of my subscribers yet that are local. Like Stifler, I've mentioned a couple times in live, hey, we need to touch base. FAL man, Sid we were going to do it one weekend. He never responded. He's going through a lot though, so there's some things going on. And then someone, what was the other one? There was another person that was pretty keen on it. Another one's a hiker. We might be meeting up sometime. He's at a Mesa or something like that too. Let's see here. Sup Force, the one that said I have 3 of them. Oh no, that one never came through. YouTube didn't like that one. They pulled the plug on that one. They did not like what you said there. Nope. No, that one never came through, Mason. Nope, never came through. YouTube didn't like that one. How many PSA you have? Only one. I have the PSA Rock 5.7. There was quite a bit of PSA ARs for sale at the gun auction. There was 3 or 4 PSA ARs, and then 1 or 2 lowers, or no, uppers. 1 or 2 uppers. The big twin. Yup. Hey, Christopher, you get any more winnings? I got some winnings. Real cheap winnings. 5-cent winnings and $5 winning at that auction I went to, a nickel auction. Me too, PSA 5.7. Yeah, how has yours been working, Twin? I have only put about 2 mags through it, and it worked flawless with the 2 mags. But hey, it's not even broken in then. I need to shoot it more, but just haven't. My FN probably is broken in now. I've done maybe 300 rounds to that one. My nephews probably put half of those through. They love shooting that one. Sounds good, brother. Have to see what good would schedule after my Uncle Bradley service. Yep. Yes, I have another optic coming and a few more winnings. Awesome. When you get in that 5.7 OCC, or they haven't released it yet. OCC. What's that one? Oh, PCC. Oh, for Twin. Which 5.7? A PCC 5.7? Who's making that? PSA is? That'd be pretty cool. A 5.7 PCC. The only one I know of, other than the folding carbine that Ruger has, and maybe some other people have it too. Keltec maybe. Obviously the PS90, but that's been around for a while. Of course, the S means the civilian market. Oh, PSA has one. That's the one they're coming out with. Okay. See, I have not been following the SHOT Show stuff a lot. There's one of them that looks really cool. They call it the Pirate Gun. That's a pump action 38 special, I think. No, it's a 380. It looks really cool. It's a pistol pump of some sort. And Tactical something's coming out with it. I don't remember what. It looked really cool. Check Sportsman's Warehouse. They have boxes for $49 right now. Have you the Stinser ST50 Desert? No, I haven't. Mason, what are you talking about? Sportsman's has boxes of what? Working says Rock has been flawless even with can. Oh, okay. It's a pump action. It's a pump action 380. Yeah. For 10 gauge. $46.99 for how many rounds? Because I get a box of 10 turkey loads for 28. 25 rounds for 46. Okay, well, that's not too bad. I'll have to check them out. And it's the Federal number 20? Or not number 20. Number 2 shot that you were talking about? Oh, you have the X57. Okay. Or it's going to be the X. The Keltec folding PCC compatible under the P90 magazines. Oh, that's cool. So at the gun auction, they had a PCC 22 mag that looked pretty cool. That took the same mags as their 22 mag handgun, which I wanted the handgun, but it went too high. It went higher than I wanted to pay. It was just, a lot of the guns were just barely under new or over new or at new cost. And I'm like, no. It was for a good cause. It was to help pay for this guy's medical expenses because he has cancer. Mason says, yes, sir. They ship to a store or your house. Yeah, they would here because I live in Arizona. So if you live in Cali, they would have to ship to the store only because they have that stupid background check for ammo. Talk about unconstitutional. Plus, they charge you 11% tax on ammo and firearms, plus your state tax. So in Fresno and Clovis, you were paying 18.5 to 19% tax on top of your $500 firearm, whatever you bought. Yeah. Yep. Of course, YouTube, we're not talking about buying and selling because guess what? We don't do that here. We are not a firearm company. We don't buy and sell here. We don't sell anything. So don't accuse us of that, okay? Nothing's for sale here. We don't do any of that. Does Desert think there should be a gun law because it's unconstitutional? I think there should be a few, like on certain items. I think there needs to be some. Freedom ain't free. Hey, Bulletproof, you are so right. Freedom ain't free. They also put a limit on how much ammo you have, right? Not Cali that I know of. For a while, they had how much you could buy at a time, but that's during ammo shortages. But no, they don't have a limit. I used to buy whatever, whenever. You can't buy any of that here in Turkey. Boring. Middle Eastern countries. What can you get over there? Because, like, I have a firearm from Turkey. It's a Mauser from 1938. It shoots 8 mil. It's an 8 millimeter Mauser. Where was that one country? Was it Pakistan or where was it? There was a guy that I watched sometimes. He looks at local, in that country, wherever he was touring, local firearm stores, and you can get some stuff that's made in Turkey really cheap at that place, and some of their homemade stuff too. But yeah, Turkey pumps out a lot of different firearms. So your 12 says, I could never break my AR-15 apart to change a magazine. Yeah, 12, that is how mine is. I have the breech brake to drop the mag because it's a Cali approved. The only way you can get by that is if you get a handle that has the huge wing on it. I didn't want the wing. To me, a wing's worse than arching it up, but I don't know. Reproduce nice firearm, but civilians cannot possess casually. Oh, got you. Yeah, they make a lot. I have. See, obviously that's made in Turkey, but it's an old one. You had a fin grip. I had a fin grip on my AK-47, and when I moved back to Arizona, I took it off because it's totally legal here not to have it. To me, it doesn't slow you down. It just looks disgusting. It did have a race thumb port on it though to rest your thumb. I thought that was kind of cool. But yeah, let's see. What else do I have in Turkey? I have the Canics. I have 2 Canics, and I think they're made in Turkey. Let's see. And then yeah, I have that old military surplus. What's up, ZR? Just glad I live in a state that I can own whatever I want. Same here, Z. Same here, ZR. I'm back in Arizona where I'm born and raised. It's nice to be here, and you can get whatever you want. You can have private at a swap meet, you can do pawn shops easily. There's literally firearms that you can get out of the local paper. I wonder if the Norinco Mac 90 is legal because the stock is like a sniper kind of. I don't know. Let me screenshot that. I might have to look that one up. For Cali? No clue. Let's see. Bulletproof says we got Canic, aka Glock ripoff. Oh, you have Canic over there. That's nice. Thing is Canic has better ergonomics, better trigger, and you got way more features for cheaper. Some German type Mauser bolt actions. Okay. Mason says, and it hurts to hold if it's over 7.62. One of my buddies had to have one on a 308 Scar. That's just dumb. What says also lots of cheap shotguns. Yes, those cheap shotguns. Those are pretty cool, though. Some of them work pretty good. Like Citadel and Daria or something like that. What's the other one they have that's made in Turkey over there? Work in progress says, I wish we had other options in 22 TSM, but it's fine like 5.7. Work in progress. I found a TCM, and I think it's still there. It's been in the... Penzer, there you go. It's been at the pawn shop literally for a year. It's a TSM Rock Island, I think. I bet you they'd sell it to me for pretty cheap. Pump is king. Yeah, I prefer pump too. Dairy Arms, there you go. Thank you. What's up, Dead Man? Roster was made in Turkey. Yeah, you're right. Which is made by Taurus. I have a Rio Grande Rossi. And yeah, I think the Taurus, I think that was made in Turkey. No, mine's made in Brazil. My Rossi's made in Brazil. And made by Taurus. And then I have a Taurus TX22 that I need to put the FRT in. And then I have the Taurus PT22 with the tip-up barrel. Thanks for coming by, Deadman. Appreciate you. Let's see here. I have a Mossberg 500. Awesome. Very reliable. Ultra Attack TCM, just feeding it is hard to come by. So my local gun and pawn has some TCM 22. It looks cool. Mason says, yep, now they are, but I have an old one that was made in Turkey. An old Rossi that was made in Turkey. I don't know. I have that older tip-up barrel 22. I'm not sure where that one's made. Make sure you have a 1/16 roll pin. Yes. They say that when you're using a punch to punch them out, you'll either break the punch or break the roll pin, do all sorts of stuff. Deadman says, caught some shorts by you earlier. What was that, flea market or gun show? That was neither, actually. It was a gun auction. I was afraid I might get red flagged on the one because they're actually showing the firearms, and it technically is like a sale of pew-pews. But I put in the description multiple redundancies. This is this. This is this. This is this. It's not this. It's not this. And in the title, in the hashtag, it says not for sale, not for sale. So I hope I don't get pulled on that one. But I have all over it, everywhere on it, what it is. So it was a auction. A guy, he has medical bills, and so he's selling a lot of his private collection from his personal collection, as well as behind this is his gun store. I'm going to pick up another M1 Garand on Saturday. Awesome. What year is it? Mason says the single shot 20 gauge. Which one is? Let's see. Yep, now there, but I have an older one. Oh, the older one is a single shot. Got you. Do I get anything? I didn't get any pew-pews. I got some ammo. I did a short of the ammo. If you guys want to check that out, ammo haul. Deadman says, cool. Yeah, there was a couple things I really wanted. It either went just barely cheaper than at cost from, the store or more. There was a 22 mag Keltec that I was really looking at because I don't have any semi-auto 22 Telcacs, and that one's supposed to be pretty good, but I saw that the 32 30, and what was the other one? 44 mag. I got a box of 44 mag. YouTube loves being so choosy. Yeah. The one is February 1945 build. Oh, there you go. So that would still be World War II, or maybe it didn't see any since it's kind of the end of World War II was in 45. Yeah, it's 32 Smith & Wesson long, which I have a police positive that shoots those. But those are the soft jacketed hollow points. Mine are just FMJs. And I only had one box of them. The projectile size might be the same as 32 ACPs. If so, I have reloads for that. I have to look it up. If you want to know if you can interchange bullet sizes, check up on Wikipedia. I know some people don't like Wikipedia because it's just like can change whatever, but they actually have the history of cartridges. They have the cartridge breakdown, the size, the projectile size, the heel, the neck, the case size. I mean, they have so much info on there. So if you are looking for a projectile for a certain rare item and you're wondering if maybe a 32 ACP is the same size, like I did for my 3220, oh wait, it's the same size, or this one's the same size. For like 22, for my 25 rimfire, I was like, this 25 ACP the same size? And so I was looking it up to see if that would work. Other than that 380 you carry, what is your favorite to carry? Other than that one, I do have the 365 9 mil. I carry that one a lot when I'm hiking on my side with plus P's in it. That's the one I usually always carry when I'm hunting. And I usually have a backup in the pack, a 10 mil. Typically turn around from build to build in theater was about 3 months. So it's possible the Grand was in the Pacific or used during occupation duty. Okay, got you. 12 says, ever had to fend off a lion? I have not. You like a mountain lion? They have them around here. Um, I'm pretty sure I saw evidence from a lion, or it might have been wolves or coyotes. So when I was hunting, I came across a spot where a deer was torn up. All I found was like three scraps of fur about that big. The ground was tore up to pieces. There was no bones. And I got this eerie feeling around me, so I double checked that my 9 mil was ready to go. That was my TTI Canic Combat. When I was hunting, I had that one with plus P's in it. When I was hunting with a better one, my backup, and then I had my other nine on the other side for a little while. But then I came also across part of the remains of a buck, but I didn't get an eerie feeling there. But the other one I did, because like the skin was still soft. I picked it up; it was all wiggly, and I was like, "Ooh, I don't know. Do I keep the Derringer in my sock?" The little 22 Magnum. No, I did carry that one. Actually on Saturday when we went to the gun auction and the nickel sale. I had that one in my pocket. I don't carry that one a lot. I had some TNT hollow points in it. The only one you won't hear is a wolf. The others will give warnings. Oh, and a fox. But foxes don't attack humans. So I was calling years ago. I went coyote hunting in Arizona when I was 20 or 21. I think there was a hair on my screen. Anyways, and I was calling coyotes in, and when the coyote came, I could see him coming, just walking over nonchalantly. That was the second one. The first one that came was a fox. Never saw him coming. Click, there he was staring right at me. And all I had at the time was a shotgun and a 22. So I was like, I slowly moved to get my 22 and he was gone. And you never saw him again. That's how foxes are. They sneak bush to bush. You never see them coming, and then there they are. Coyotes could care less. So the coyote I actually shot at with the 22 injured him. When I shot him, it made him jump, and he like went down like a 10-foot little drop off, 15 foot, and he was limping away. And I followed the blood trail, and then it disappeared along a rock wall. I don't know where he went. Never found him. Which I need to do that. I need to do some more coyote hunting. The only one you won't here's the wolf. You're going to be 50 soon. Why? Because I'm losing hair. Stumble across a Taurus Brawler 45 long Colt. Oh, interesting. It also shoots 410 single shot pistol. I've never seen that. So it's a single shot and it can do 45 Colt or 410? Huh. I've seen the Derringers that do that. That would be like the what's the Derringer single shot called? I think the 45 Colt is actually a two shot though. Maybe that's when they still do it single. Because I know the 357 mag and 38s are double. And then the 58E, the 4570, and the 3030 of that is a single shot. Oh, somebody told me, I did not know this. When I was at the auction on Saturday, they said they make a 338 Lapua. You know that big old cartridge I have for long distance? They make that in that Derringer. I'm like, I did not know that. Or not in the Derringer. In the BFR. You know the big BFR that I have that's a 500 Win Mag? They make that in the 338 Lapua. And I did not know that. That sounds cool. Do I have a Taurus 9N? I don't. Mason, I have a buddy that just got one. He got the GX4 and he loves it. Derringers allowed. Yeah. Deadman says it's cool. They also make 4570. Yes, and the 50 AE. The 4570 is called the Cyclops, and I think the 50 AE is called the Cyclops too. It's their version for their big bores. They call the Cyclops. But no, my Taurus is a 22 TX, and then I have the PT22, and then the 3030 Rossi that's made by Taurus. If you confuse with your mouth the Lord Jesus and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. Amen. Amen. Keep it up, witness. Amen. I am a believer myself. I actually preach. I preached not last Sunday, meaning yesterday, but this Sunday before that, about the gall of bitterness, of unforgiveness, the gall of hoarding, the gall of, I did like 8 different galls that we can have in our hearts that we need to surrender, and without surrendering, it has eternal consequences. Thank you for sharing the word, Mr. Love Witness, today. Keep doing that. Keep it up. We share God's word quite a bit in my lives, actually. Today hasn't been much. You have been the second person to come here and say that about, I think it might be the same verse. I really appreciate you spreading God's word. Thank you so much. And blessings on your day. I really appreciate that. The day's coming closer and closer, right? The end times are upon us. They said the end times are upon us back in Bible times. Just look how much closer it is now, especially with all the unrest in our countries. Not just the U.S., but all over. Let's see here. Every stream and Jesus is the only way to salvation. Yep, you're right. That is exactly what I do. Good to hear. Thank you. Yep, every live I end with remember to do what's right. You can never know what you can never go wrong doing what's right, which I got from the arms room. And then I always say, through Jesus Christ is the way to salvation. What if the day is already here? It might be. He might come today. You might. You're right. That's why we need to always be ready. So he might not only come today, and if he doesn't, well, guess what? Today might be your last day. It might be your last breath. You might get in a car accident. You might have a brain aneurysm, a heart attack, whatever. It might be your last day. It might be my last day. Always making sure that we are on good accounts with God, with our conscience and him. And that's something that we have to do daily. Just be like David and say, Lord, forgive me of my secret faults, my secret sins that I didn't even know I committed. Because there might be a time throughout the day, maybe we have a bad thought or we think ill of someone, that it just kind of passes our mind, but we didn't dwell on it. And then that's what those prayers are for. Lord, I might have had a thought that I shouldn't have. I might have did something that I shouldn't have. Forgive me. That's the idea that David had in Psalms. Forgive me of secret faults and secret sins I do not know that I did. Raccoons love trying to get after my cats. Ooh, that would not be good. Because like raccoons can off dogs very easily, and it's probably cats too. The gospel has to reach all nations, then the third temple has to be rebuilt, then an abomination of desolation, then all the mighty will return. That's how it's written. That is, yeah. So, as all nations being reached, that's getting pretty close, if not. The third temple's currently being rebuilt. What else? As in the abomination of desolation, I'm not sure. Always see stray cats and raccoons chilling together. I guess not at Dead Man's. Over there at Dead Man's, they don't like chilling, I guess. They don't like each other. It's like my dogs and cats. They hate cats. If my gate is open, like say if I pull into the yard, from work or whatever I'm doing, hiking, whatnot, and if there's a cat out there, they will beat off after that cat. They hate cats. One time there was one in the yard. They treat it, and that cat stayed up there for hours, even after the dogs were inside. I had to toss a tennis ball at the thing to get it out of the tree a couple times. Finally, it got out and ran off. I'm like, cat, I don't mean to hurt you. Just you need to get out of there. You've been treed for hours. Tennis balls are helpful for that. Because, it's not hurting it. It's just a tennis ball. You just toss that at him, Try to get him out of the tree. I tried a stick. He would not get out. Or she. I don't know what it was. Wouldn't let me. It wouldn't let me ask. Anywho. I don't know why I'm tired. I didn't do anything yet today other than call up people. Let's see. Love witnesses. I had free-range chickens for a while until the coons and red-tailed hawks caught them. Yep, they'll do that. So back in Cali when I was there, my brother had chickens and they had a fox that kept getting them. We offed the fox. Bye-bye. Hawks weren't a big problem there. When I worked at a cattle ranch in Arizona years ago, hawks would get and vultures would get our chickens. Scare them away. There you go. Yep. Long days. I guess. I don't know. Are raccoons monkey? I don't know. Are they? They're pretty intelligent like a monkey. They call them, what? Porch bandits or trash bandits? There we go. Something like that. Mason says the third temple is not being rebuilt yet. Really? I've heard about them making stuff for it and creating some of the stones and some of the artwork for it. They're prepping for it though. They're sending more people to uh, UPGS right now as we speak. What's UPGS? I don't know what that is. Trash pandas. There we go. Yeah, that's it. Or bandits, trash bandits or something. There's one of my subscribers. One's called Booty Bandit, but there's another one called Trash Bandit or something like that. I haven't seen him in a while. The news said raccoons are first in line to become the new trending pet. Really? You know how like they have cats and obviously dogs. We tried to get a pet skunk. There was the skunk at the ranch you used to work out that it was a spotted skunk. That thing was so tame you could feed it out of your hand. And so my boss was like, "Hey, I wonder if we can, keep it and de-skunk it. Take his scent glands out." So he did some research, and it's actually illegal to do that because if you would ever let it out in the wild, well, then it doesn't have its protective thing anymore. Unreached people groups. Oh, I gotcha. As in the people that have not heard the gospel. Sup, Desert? Hey, J Dog, been a while. What's up? Have you done any shorts or lives of late? Like you've been doing the lives of like playing the guitar and whatnot. Haven't seen you in a while. 12 says, did you hear about the monks walk of peace? Interesting. I did. I did hear about that. Love says, like we don't have enough pets. That's RIP our faces off. Rip our faces off. I know, my dog Skittles. If I'm not giving him enough attention, it's a Queensland Red Heeler. He'll be on my bed and like put his paws on my face here and go scrape, scrape, or this side, scrape. I'm like, Skittles, stop it. That's mean. Speaking of redness, if you see this little line here, it's because I was facing the sun at the gun auction and I had sunglasses on, so there's a little line here. J Dog Pimp Daddy C. Yep, J Dog Pimp Daddy. Yippers. Excuse me, guys. Well, is it lunchtime yet? I'm not really that hungry, but 11:32. At least where I'm at here in Arizona. Hickok 45 just put a post. How would you be armed in 1873? 1878. There's some parts I'm looking at for 12 gauge. Got another email in. Minty Cactus posted something. A Cash App monthly statement. Jimny Show just put something up. Desert's already on for 1878. You're right, I am. Still waiting for YouTube to give me free jewels. Feels like eternity. I know, right? Every once in a while they do it, but sand or BBs are great for pest control. Yeah, it would be. Sand. I've never loaded sand in a shell. Yeah, I know, right? I already am armed for 1878s. Wow, someone's really peeling out with that diesel. Unless it's the trash truck. But yeah, I got a lot of firearms that were be about that year or a little bit newer. Love healers, our red healer, rottenest, tootinest, and scratched my wife's face trying to get her attention right before our wedding. She was so mad. Oh, that would be bad. Allegedly, Pimp Dog. Yeah. Pimp Daddy. Yeah, because then it would have been a scrape mark and you'd have to like touch it all up with makeup just to try to hide it. That would be ticking off. That would tick you off. It doesn't help, but I think my doggy's patties need trimmed, and so is the big dog Canella, which is right there's the German Shepherd. She's just chilling there. She's about 13, and Skittles is either on the bed in the room over there, which is the red healer. He's about 6, 5 or 6. That man says my kitten feels she has to be up in my face, especially while watching lives. So is she in your face right now? Get out of my face. Well, that's the thing too. I'll be chilling there watching a YouTube video, and it's like all nice, and I'm like enveloped in it, and then Skittles will come over right here and go lick, 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 rub his hand on my face. I'm like, Skittles, stop it! I just missed something that I wanted to see. Then if it's alive, well then, unless I go back, I'm gonna miss it. Yep. Rotteness, tootiness. That's a funny. I haven't seen that one in a while. But guys, I figured out how to do the polls. I figured it out. I'm gonna post it in a I'm probably going to make a short about it, how to find the poles in the new setup here. So if I do a live later, it's just going to be really short. Just sub J-Dog. Deadman says 8 grain 410. 8 grain 410. Yeah, that'll do it. I removed the paint from the AK. I rattle canned. Now it looks post-apocalypse. The citrus strip is used acid etched steel. The citrus strip I use acid etched steel. Is it the citrus strip that you'd use for like stripping varnish and shellac and stuff off of furniture? Essentially is close. Yeah, there you go. I have one 410. It's a single shot Ivor Johnson champion from like, it's a case hardened. It's probably from like 1915, 1912. I don't know. Something like that. I got it for like 130, 120 cheeseburgers, 150, something like that at a pawn shop. My local pawn shop. Oh, they're really nice guys. They give me a lot of deals. They're awesome people. I get ammo over there. That's where I get my 10 gauge from. J-Dog says, yeah, it was like I used this on my AR and it was fine, but it totally fudged up the steel. Yeah, I didn't even think if it would do anything like that. Stuff must be strong then if it messes with steel. That ain't cool. Well, guys, it looks like blue's winning on your colors. Blue's my favorite too. You should look at my shirts. I always have blue on, pretty much. Oh, wait, see? Yeah, inside my closet, most of my shirts are blue. Yeah, I was like, oh, I used it. Okay, that one I read. Hey, Jerome, what's up, Russell? How's it going, brother? How was your street meetings last night? Going to paint my AR-15 with Rapco touch-up paint. Rapco? What in the world's that? Christopher says, Russell says it was good. Awesome. Maybe you can tell me some better details in IG or something. Instagram. I should check my brass. It's probably enough. It's Carco Clone. I don't even know what that is. I have no idea, my friend. Russell says, Christopher! I need to make you guys some subscriber-only videos, too. And then repost them later as a regular one. That way I can get views. Because right now, YouTube is all into shorts. And they're all into commenting on shorts. That's what's pushing them. At least that's what I've been reading up. Because they changed the algorithms again like a week ago, doing something else now. Okay, gave me his 410 before he died. Is it a pump, single shot, or double barrel? Or semi-auto? I would love to get a double barrel 10 gauge, but they are as much or more than a 12. My local pawn and gun had one months ago, same place I got the single shot from. It sold fairly quick, but it was a lot of cheeseburgers too. You forgot you had it. Or he forgot. Saw this reloading talk. I think I'm going to have to get into reloading today. Got some things I need to do. There you go. Yeah, again, if you need dies, look at eBay used ones, Marketplace used ones. If you need new, like I needed for certain ones, Amazon is the cheapest place. Get Lee dies if you don't need like super precise ones. If you want better, RCSB or RCBS or Redding, but they're more expensive too. Did you see Pistol Pete got his video being pulled because it was fake? I did, Russell. I was on his live last night. He had a short get pulled because they said he was counterfeiting something that he was holding at SHOT Show. That he counterfeited it. Like, how do you counterfeit a video that you're literally holding it in your hand at SHOT Show? If that's the one you're talking about. 12 says they also don't push you if you don't like and comment other people's shorts. Correct. And so I have a short right now that's over 7,000 views that I posted 48 hours ago. It's my heaviest short right now, and it's still being pushed. I've never had a short go that high ever. And it's still going like this. Steady up, steady up, steady up. They also don't push you if you don't go. Okay, yeah. Yeah, they figure their algorithm is only for shorts, so that's where they've been pushing the agenda. Correct, Andrew, as well as if you look at YouTube homepage, it has like 15 or 16 different options of shorts, and barely any of actually videos, like right at the beginning. Was that single shot was talking about? Mine's a single shot, the 410. Yours was as well. Okay, the one that your dad gave you after he passed or before he passed. Got it. 12 says in, and Christopher says in. What that for? Did something get skipped? Did a comment get skipped? YouTube loves doing that for certain people, especially. Don't know what the IN's for, other than it's short for Indiana, right? Oh, guys, I also did a short on the MP5, why you should buy an MP5. Check it out, guys. There's like one main reason why you need to buy an MP5. Check it out. Those are double U's for your short getting views. W's? What do you mean? They look like N's. And I'd forgotten I had it. It was in my lockbox. ADHD sucks. Out of sight, out of mind. Yeah, I would check it out, Desert. Thank you. Yep. Again, it says IN. That's weird. If it's supposed to be a W, well, it's weird. That one says IN as well. Anywho. Yeah, lives aren't the way to go right now. Unless it's some dumb crap. Lives aren't getting pushed anymore. Like, even before YouTube switched to Gemini algorithms, I was boycotted, or whatever you want to call it, shadow banned, but I was still getting about 1,000 to 2,000 views per live. Because before that, I was getting way, way more. Yep, only brain rot. Yep. But I do see lives in my short feeds. Yes, that is true. They do the vertical live feed in the shorts still, thankfully, because that's actually how a lot of people find me. They'll be like, I didn't get the alert, but hey, I found you strolling in the short feeds. Yeah, that's the only way that a lot of people are getting alerted, if you can call that alert, while they're doom scrolling in shorts, and then it'll pop up in live as a live short, as a vertical live short. Yep. I bet you that brass is about done. It's probably about done. It's been in there for about an hour now. Usually I run it for about 45 minutes. Hey, Canilla. Yep, Skittles is just chilling on the blanket on the floor in the room here. Life has a Springfield 10 mil. Nice. I have a, which I would prefer Springfield. I have a Glock 20. There we got our brass going. See how clean it is. There we go. That's not too bad. It's getting there. Let's see here. Some rifles and a shotgun. I'm not really a gun person. I have an old 22 from great grandpa. It was everybody's name carved on it. That's true. So your wife likes guns, but not you. Hey, each their own. W equals wins. Yeah, I know that does, but unfortunately on mine it's showing IN as in I for igloo, N as in Nancy. YouTube gave me a notification now. You can do vert and horizontal with the same chat. Supposedly, but I haven't figured out how to do it. I don't know how it does it. All right, we'll run that for some more. We'll run it some more. Let's see, 11:44. Well, it looks like the laptop charged up. It shows a blue, and I think that means it's charged. Let me wake it up. Oh, I gotta put the password in every time? I need to figure out how to reset that so I don't have to have the password. I got this thing for $5 at that auction. I'm going to sell it for probably about $200. It looks almost brand new. It is a little bit older one, but it's almost brand new. They still have the little protection thing in between right here to keep the typewriter thing nice. Anyways, Let's see here. Maybe they're tired of W's and want us to spam win. Oh, see, I didn't even have the W in front. It has some weird symbol there. That symbol is supposed to be an auto-translate symbol. I'll check it out, Desert. Thank you. Appreciate you. I'd forgotten I had it in lunchbox. Yeah, okay. Let's see here. Maybe they're yeah. But yeah, they have auto-translate in the chat now. If you go to the little setting symbol on the bottom left corner, if you click on that, it says automatic chat translator. It has that same little symbol. That little Wong Chan symbol with an X with a little roof on it and an A next to it. That's the auto-translate. And so it'll put a symbol in front acting like it did an auto-translate on it. That's what that's about. Anywho. Well, I'll probably let you guys go. We've been on 2 hours. Mostly just shooting the breeze today so far. I have that appointment at 1 o'clock to look at a job, so I want to make sure I got that all prepped up and head out to that and look at that later. It's a rental repair. So, hey, Deadman, you might be able to see some more content if I work on that one. It's a laundry list of stuff. Like there's like 15 or 20 different things on the list that need fixed. So that'll be like a nice nice paycheck on that one. A lot of them though are little piddly things. The property manager is like it's a property they recently got on their agenda as a manager. So there's a lot of little piddly things. But hey, that takes time because I got to go over the job, see what I need to do, go to the store, get all the materials, and then line up for it, to get it done. Some of the stuff the landlord doesn't mind if I don't give her a quote. Others are a little more pricey, so she might want to know. But yeah, it's usually by the hour. So like I have a door exchange to do, just replacing the pre-hung frame, but the door is fine. So I have to make the frame because it's all rotted out. Anyways, peck, lol. What's the peck for? Oh, my beard going like this. Gotta peck my beard. Anyways, appreciate you all coming by, guys. You have a blessed day, blessed night later. I mean, maybe you're at night right now. And remember, you can never go wrong doing what's right, as well as through Jesus Christ is the way to salvation. There's no other name whereby we must be saved or can be saved. It's through Jesus Christ alone. Thank you. You have a blessed day. We'll see you tonight, Lord willing. You all be safe too. Appreciate you. 6 p.m. Arizona time. Hope to see you soon. Appreciate you. Peace out.